I absolutely love getting to visit San Marco and seeing all of the unique businesses that are there, just like the Cava Bar. So now we're going to turn our attention to International Doula Month. And you might be asking, what is a doula and what do I need to know? So I have Naomi Dilly here in the studio with me. Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely, I'm glad to be here.
So I obviously want to kick it off with answering the question, what is a doula and what do they do in terms of birthing services? Why is this an option people should really look into?
So first I like to talk with what a doula is. When I first heard of the word doula, I was like, this is a weird word, this is strange.
It's weird, I'm weirded out, what's happening?
Yes, exactly. Definitely. It's not something that we use in common everyday language. When you think about childbirth, most people don't even consider what a doula is, like they just have never heard of the word. So what it has come to mean is one who mothers the mother. So as a woman is pregnant and she is preparing her body, her mind, her home, her space to receive this newborn baby, she has a lot of uncertainties. She has a lot of questions. She feels more vulnerable. And so what's really comforting is a doula is somebody who comes and holds her hand, who answers her questions, helps her find those resources, gives her the support and the encouragement that she needs, and prepare for labor and birth, which is, you know, a big unknown, a big uncertainty.
Yes,
life.
you're literally making a whole life with your body. Yeah. Lots of questions, I'm sure, that go into that.
Yes, yes.
Now, what brought you personally into this journey? Because you have a really unique birthing story yourself.
I do. So first it starts with me in 7th grade science class. They showed a birthing video. I don't know if they do that nowadays, but I was both horrified and in awe.
Right.
But it was the in awe part that just kept me coming back for more. And you know, in high school on TLC, they had the baby story, and I watched that all the time. And something that I noticed then, though, is that women weren't really being supported. You know, the nurses would come in and out, the doctors would come in and out, and they would have their partner or a mother or something like that. And depending on those dynamics, right, a woman may or may not have been truly supported. And so as I went on to have my own children, as you say, I have very unique stories. My first baby was born actually with an emergency C-section at 32.5 weeks. So she was 3 pounds, 13 ounces, little tiny NICU baby. I went on to have my second child, who was a 40-hour labor, much different. And I wanted to have a VBAC, which is a natural delivery after a C-section. So yeah, to have a 40-hour labor, and he was 9 pounds, 14 ounces. So he was almost 10 pounds essentially.
Wow.
And you know, I didn't think that those two stories were crazy enough. I went on to have my third baby, and on the way to the hospital, I gave birth in the car.
Now we actually have an image of this. So this is you know, with your child. So, you know, I just want to make sure we get to this connecting you to the doula world.
Yeah, so this picture actually is me cutting the cord because my partner didn't want to, and I wanted to. I wanted to be the one to do it. So yeah, that was a very empowering experience. And actually my brother was my support system. I called him my doodla.
Oh.
So he, you know, kept me calm and kept me focused and all of that. And I couldn't believe that I gave birth in the car. And as you know, my babies are older now and trying to figure out what I want to do, learning more about what a doula is, giving that emotional, physical, and informational support to a woman, I was like, I wish I had that. And so that is a service that I offer. I do childbirth education and birth hypnosis to prepare a woman in pregnancy to prepare for her labor and birth.
Now, I just want to make sure we get to this before we go. Can you give us a snapshot as to what birth hypnosis is and then how people can stay connected with you if they're interested in learning more?
Absolutely. So birth hypnosis is not what you think. It's not, you know, holding the timepiece and kind of, you know, quacking like a duck and barking like a dog. It is being able to get your mind and your body in a deep state of relaxation. And as you can imagine, being in labor and in birth, you want to be as relaxed and calm as possible. And so I do a five session series where we talk about, you know, your body, how your mind works, how your baby works with your body, and really educating a woman and teaching her how to get into that deep, relaxed state.
Awesome. Awesome, great. Now, can you just drop us your website so if people want more information, they know how to get in touch with you?
Absolutely. So my website is doulastaintaugustine.com. I'm also on Instagram, Doula St. Augustine, and Facebook, St. Augustine Doula.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Naomi, not only for the advocacy that you bring to women, but also the awareness that you brought to us today for International Doulas Month. Thank you so much.
Thank you.